Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, it has been a hot minute. Seg heads and One Wrestling fans, welcome to Sunday Segue TV on OneWrestling.com. And it's the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa, right here with the no shady Tom Brady.
Come on,
episode
boys.
24 of Sunday Segue TV, bringing you the best in New Japan Pro Wrestling. We've been away for a while, but now we are back. We are back to where we belong. We're going to do what we do best, and that is talk New Japan Pro Wrestling, baby. What he do, shucky ducky, quack, quack, Tom Brady.
If you haven't seen New Japan, guys, you've been missing out because this month has been lit. It has been so good. My favourite G1 probably that I've ever seen personally, and we'll probably jump straight into it. But amazing matches, amazing results, amazing stories. What I can say, Goto, I tip my hat to thee.
Tip my hat, Goto, Tiger Hirooki. Listen, it's been hard out here, right? We've been trying to watch this stuff, but listen, we work full-time jobs, we got kids, we got stuff to do. So we couldn't watch every single one at the time that we were meant to watch it. So we've watched it now, though. So now we can report back to you everything that we've seen. We'll talk about it. Please, guys, write in the comments about what you felt about the G1, about the 19 days, about the 5 matches on each day, everything they've changed. You know, talk about the Pro Wrestling Noah guys. Talk about what you want. We will start a discussion right here on the show, on the YouTube. Make sure you check it out, OneWrestling.com. Shout out to Bill Apter. He will see you at the matches. That's at Apter One Wrestling. Shout out to the Big Slam Nation. You know who you guys are. Big Ray. Also Billy Ray Valentine. We're talking about 8-Track Brown. We're talking about Professor Anthony Quintana. Who else we talking about? OK Fave, Fame Black, Bill Skyler, Bill Apter. All of them. All of them.
The live show they did the other day, the Big Slam, was great. Caught it the other night, 11 o'clock over here. I was there, you know. I was watching. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It was good. So I've got to get my predictions in for the Alpha Cup this evening. It's got big SummerSlam tomorrow.
I'm a pay-per-view behind, man. I'm a pay-per-view behind, so it is what it is, though. But, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to take that out to come. I'm going to try my hardest, man.
We need the handicaps, then. You can't just win straight up.
Alright, guys, so let's kick straight into it. New Japan Pro Wrestling presents G1 Climax, the finals. 19 days of amazing professional wrestling. Now, let's bring it to you. We'll go straight to the result. The final, it became Kenny Omega, Canada's own Kenny Omega, facing off against Hirooki Goto. Were you surprised, No Shady?
Very surprised. In this group, I thought there were at least Okada. I thought might get to the final. Tanahashi probably get to the final. I thought Ishii might have a chance. I think you were big on Sonata as well getting there. And then Goto is the guy we get. And fair play to him because the final was, I think, my favourite match of the year, you know. I think it was that good. I really enjoyed the final. Thought it was superb. Big shout out to Yuki for calling Kenny Omega right at the start. What can I say? Like, that was a top shout because favourites really were Tanahashi and Naito. We got neither of those in the final, which is really interesting. But yeah, awesome. Great booking again. I thought the final was particularly good, and there was a couple of other good matches in there as well.
Well, let's kick into the final, okay? This all happened because Okada and Tanahashi, they drew, okay? So it meant that Hirooki Goto went through. Some of the others, I mean, there were some big decision matches leading up to this, and I mean, some guys put it out. Nakajima, oh god, like some people,
he was awesome.
Some people put it out, man. So we'll go through all of that, but we'll concentrate on the final. And what a final it was. I mean, these guys, these two, they tore it down. They tore it down. Lots of outside stuff, lots of in-ring stuff, trading moves. I mean, we saw numerous Shotenkai attempts. We saw a reverse Shotenkai. We saw a GTR attempt. We saw a one-winged angel attempt fail. We saw a lot. When I saw the
Yushi off the second rope, it's the maddest one. Like, I could not believe he kicked out of that. That was crazy. These guys were, when they were hitting the mat, from so many moves they were bouncing. There was one where Goto, I can't remember what move it was, but he bounced off the mat. He came in with a foot off the mat. It was amazing. The finish, I thought, was probably one of my favourite finishes that I've ever seen to a match. I thought it's absolutely incredible. He hits, Omega hits the bloody Sunday.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not getting me, man. Hits the Stars Clash. I ain't having any of that. One winged angel, boom, and he has done that. That move looks amazing now, and he gets the 1-2-3 and he becomes the first Gaijin to win the G1, and he's only the third Gaijin to make it to the finals. So I mean, credit to him. They're going with Omega because they've made him the hottest guy in wrestling
right now. He's up there, he's up there, you're right. Now, what does that mean, No Shady Dough? The fact that he is the very first Gaijin to win the G1. What does this mean for Omega? His stock, for one, his stock within New Japan, and the fact that we have a Wrestle Kingdom 11 coming up in January, and he was meant to face off against Okada for that, but there's some steps along the way. We still got some steps. We still got a lot of pay-per-views. We got King of Pro Wrestling. We got Destruction. We got a lot to happen before that time. So, what does this mean for Okada? What not Okada. Sorry. What does this mean for Kenny Omega? Will he make it to Wrestle Kingdom 11?
Well, I personally I think he definitely will. I thought, I said before the tournament started, I thought Naito was going to get that shot. And how hot Ingo Bernaldo's were, they're still real hot. But the Bullet Club, we talked about as the Bullet Club getting stale. If you were a freshman at the Bullet Club, have the leader win the G1 and it be incredible. They all came out to celebrate, and it's not just rose the stock of Omega, it's rose the stock of the whole Bullet Club again, and that's awesome. Looks like next to him he's going to have Yoshihashi, probably, to avenge his G1 loss. I expect him to win that. But that'll be a fun match, I suppose. Hashi had a better G1 than I thought he'd do. He's still near the bottom of his block, but I didn't expect anything from him, so super, and also, I reckon NXT, I reckon Vince might be hearing things across the pond.
Indeed. If he went into the WWE setup at the moment, he will be ready to go. He's got the promo skills. He's got the wrestling skills. He's got the charisma. You put him in there, he is ready to go. Imagine Kenny Omega and Kevin Owens in the same company at the same time, both ready to go. Two Canadians. It's just it's crazy. That will be a massive coup by WWE if that happens. But let's give credit where credit is due to New Japan and this G1. There is a lot of stuff that's happened during this G1. A lot of stories. New Japan, one of the promotions that are not very known for its storytelling, and they have knocked that out of the park this G1. We started right at the beginning. No Tenzan. Kojima comes in and says, look, Tenzan, this may be your last one. Have my spot. That starts a massive story going into the G1. Tenzan, massive story in the G1. The fact that he was going 3-0 and he was going far and he was beating people with moonsaults, with Anaconda Vices. He was going through. Now let's talk about storytelling, because we've got obviously him, and we've got a guy like Yoshihashi, who we've been giving stick to. So let's just talk about that right there. Yoshihashi for one. Let's start with Yoshihashi.
Yeah, fair game to him, because I think a lot of his matches were very entertaining, especially his match with Omega. I thought it was brilliant. I also thought his match with Nakajima, which is, I suppose, another story as well, how well he did. I thought he's been great, and I think this is going to be the growth of him. I would like to maybe see him face like Sonada in like an actual feud between just those two. Maybe something with Evil. Maybe something even with Shibata, Honma, Elgin. There's so many directions Hashi can go now that I would never have said before. So they've done a great job building him. He's really, he's interesting now. And before I don't throw shade, but I didn't have time for the man, My time's precious. I don't even have time to watch the G1 half the time, so ain't nobody got time for Hashi.
Listen, I was out here saying Yoshihashi's coming out here with his stick. Like I was, I was the one first, slinging the stuff at him. So, credit where credit is due. Hashi's become a proper white meat babyface where the fans are loving it. You're hearing Hashi, like he's getting the chance. People care now, and that all started from before the G1 with his rivalry with Sanada. So I'm happy that this has happened to him now. I care. The pump handle powerbomb is just. Hey, awesome! And then that submission he does as well. There's the Yoshihashi, man. Yoshihashi, the lariat that starts here and ends up here. Like, I love it. So the other story is Tenzan. When he finished up his match, who was his last match up against?
He was I can't remember his final day
match. But nevertheless, at the end, he got given the time to say his byes. And Kojima, looked a bit teared up. This is probably his last G1. He may be retiring soon. And what a stellar performance by Tenzan throughout this whole tournament, man. Yeah,
he was great, and the story was great. It was really good how it started with loads of wins for him, and then since then he didn't get a single win, but he fought hard. A lot of his matches were very good, especially considering the shape he's in now. His body it's betrayed him a little bit, and I thought it was brilliant. I thought he really killed it in his storyline, and I think he will retire at Wrestle Kingdom. And I think maybe he'll face Kojima in his final match. So they'll have a nice 10-12 minute match on Wrestle Kingdom. He'll bow out, both of them stand in the ring, and perfect finish. It was great, and credit to him because he was ace. And big stuff for him. Big stuff.
Yep. Okay, let's go on to pushes. Okay, we've seen numerous of pushes in this. We've had the Noah guys come over, Marufuji and Nakajima. Man, talk about pushes. Nakajima, he, before this tournament, I hadn't seen much of him at all, and then all of a sudden, this guy comes in, sweet chin super kicks in the face, brain busters. This guy has been moving so fast in my estimates, and he's so high right now, man. He's definitely one I think that could, come in from Noah. And it looks like he's potentially set up a match with Michael Elgin as well after beating him on the final day.
Yeah, well, he beat Michael Elgin, and obviously Marufuji beat Okada. Like, your two top champions losing to two Noah guys. Superb. I'm all for it. So it looks like those two are going to probably get their title shots. Marufuji's a bit up in the air at the minute because he wouldn't shake Okada's hand to guarantee a title shot. I'd love to see Nakajima and Elgin go at it again because that match was awesome. I'd also like Nakajima to go at Shibata again as well, if possible, because their match I thought was really good. And I think Nakajima, his stock, it really rose. Also, good match with Nagata as well. I enjoyed that. Yeah. And after the Noah versus New Japan match, he also put the boots to Nagata. So that might be another match that we'll get there. So loads of routes he can go down, which is really nice.
Definitely. Which other pushes have we got? Just Sanada. Again, Sanada did very well in this tournament. There was a number of people on 10 points during this tournament. So Sanada got the skull end. He's got that down. Man, that is a maneuver that people have been tapping out to during this G1, so he has definitely got that down. And I think the way that they portrayed himself, especially in matches with certain guys during this tournament, it's been great. I mean, the fact that he beat Okada, Tanahashi, I called it, and that was one of the best matches I've seen him in since he come into New Japan. So that was great. Let's talk about some surprises. Were there any surprises for you?
My big surprises were how many wins Fale got again. I didn't think it was his time to do that, and I think he took away a lot of momentum from people. Like, obviously they couldn't give another win to Marufuji, but I feel like Marufuji maybe should have beat someone else instead of losing to Fale, get beat by someone else other than Fale to lose those points. Also, I was surprised how poor Ishii did. I thought Ishii was going to be in and around, in the final day. I thought he'd be right up there. Didn't get it, and also Shibata. Even though he got 10 points and the winner only got 12, I expected Shibata, I felt like he was going to be in that final mix, which was very interesting, but a very big surprise for me. But overall, just a very strong G1, so not many surprises, but apart from Goto being the maddest pick. But very good, like very well done, lots of storylines, lots of good pushes. all round, I'm very, very pleased with it.
So before we go to the best matches, right, let's just talk about Toru Yano, because he's returned to New Japan, obviously for the G1. Very happy. He's a GHC heavyweight tag team champion with Marufuji. It was great to see him again. Great to see, you know, how he was going to do his little comedy stuff with people. Yeah. Again, you know, Shibata got stung by it. Which I don't think should be happening to Shibata. When are they going to pull, you know, when are they going to, you know, push this guy and give him the ball to run with, because it needs to happen soon, because I always feel like he's the nearly man, similar to like Hirooki Goto.
He's always suffering from that time he left Japan years ago when they really needed him, and he's going to suffer from that until it might be another couple of years before they give him a real big push. Maybe G1 27, 28 is where, you know, maybe he could win one of those, but he got the most stung by Yano. You were right there.
Yeah. So Yano, was good to see him, but he's probably be back and forth now a little bit from Noah and New Japan. Honma, again, a good tournament by Honma compared to others. Honma looks strong. He main evented one of the days, so he looks strong. Ishii again. But let's go into best matches, okay? What were your favourite matches of the G1 Climax?
Okay, other than the final, which I've already said was probably my favourite match of the year. I just thought everything about it culminated perfectly. There's the obvious Omega versus Naito was ridiculous. So many overlapping stories, like working the knee by Naito. You know, the crowd chanting for Naito, and Omega, you know, thinking he's the best and he needs a chance and things like that. Ishii Okada was ridiculous. A big shout out to most of Nakajima's matches. His one against Naito, Elgin, and Shibata were my favourites, but loads of really good ones. Like, and also from night one, Marufuji Okada, real good.
Yeah, Marufuji Okada. That was one of my favourites from just straight away. Sanada Tanahashi, just the shock as well, and the man that kick, the running knee to the head, then the roundhouse kick when you're facing the wrong way. Yeah. How does that? You get a kick coming this way.
That's dirty, man.
Like, you know, no one's in front of you, but you're getting a kick this way. Like, it's mad. So that's one of my favorite matches. Again, Naito, Omega, man, those guys pulled it out. And Ishii,
the draw as well was great.
Yeah,
Ishii
Okada. Wow.
What a finish that was as well.
Wow.
Like, his own move, you get wrecked. Like,
stiff,
awesome.
man. Stiff. So yeah, that was some great matches. Right. So let's go into where do we go from here? Okay, because we are now on the road. We are on the road to destruction. Okay, we are on the road to destruction. So where do we go from here? So Okada versus Omega, Wrestle Kingdom 11. We've talked about that, and it looks like they're going to go that. It's a bit of a fresh match, you know. Chaos versus, you know, the Elite, you know, Bullet Club. So that's a fresh match. So very much looking forward to that. But Okada's other programs, like we said, we've got King of Pro Wrestling and we've got Destruction. Destruction is next. Does it look like we're going to get Fale next, or do we get Marufuji next, or will they make that linger in a bit more?
I think next will be Fale, because after the match that they had on the final night, Okada got on the mic, talked a load of trash on Fale in particular. So hoping to avenge his loss for Fale there. That's not really a match I'm interested in, to be honest. I don't really enjoy Fale's matches particularly, apart from his Tanahashi matches because they're weirdly good. And so I think he'll get the next shot. And then Marufuji, they'll continue that story where he won't respect Okada, so he's not going to get his shot. But then he'll make, and then Okada will make him respect him when he beats him. I think that's the way it'll go. But that's what I'd like to see. So probably, what's next? Is it Destruction next? Or?
Yeah, Destruction is next, yeah.
So probably Fale, Destruction, and then Marufuji after that. That'd be really good, I think. And maybe another Naito shot down the line somewhere. You know?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't feel finished.
No, it doesn't feel finished.
Okada got his rematch instantly, and Naito's not had it yet, so...
Well, guys, it's going to be Destruction in Tokyo, 17th of September. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dates on the road to Destruction in Tokyo. So very much looking forward to that. Next, we talk about where do we go with Michael Elgin. Michael Elgin had a number of defeats. It looks like he might be having a feud with Naito for the IC title. It looks like he's going to get some matches with Nakajima also. But would you like to see him face off against Naito for the IC title at Wrestle Kingdom? Is that the route that they may go?
I think that's a good use of Naito. Keep him in the main event 100%. I hadn't actually thought about that as a possibility until you just said it, and I think that's the perfect decision. Like that's a really good call. Him coming out from there from Wrestle Kingdom on top with that, I think that'd be really good. Like Elgin won't lose anything if he has a 6-month title reign. How many? We're about 5 months away from Wrestle Kingdom now. That's fine. Like, that's a good title reign. So on his stock, he's had very good matches. He was never beaten soundly by anyone in particular. And I'd like to see him, after he drops the title, there's Shibata, there's Evil, these big hitters who I'd like to see him go at. So that's really good. I'd like that.
Just to let the Seg heads and One Wrestling fans know, there is 3 Destruction cards, okay? We've got Destruction in Tokyo and on the 17th of September. Then we have Destruction in Hiroshima, which is on the 22nd. And then we have the final Destruction card, Destruction in Kobe. Okay, that's where we finish up on the 25th, all right, which is a Sunday. So that's where we finish up. That's where the main events take place. So there will be championship matches, I believe, on each one of them, each one of the titles headlining the shows. So make sure you check out for that. Shibata, where does Shibata go from here? He is still the never open weight champion. Where does he go from here? No Shady.
Tough one, really. I'd like to see him kick the crap out of Yano and avenge that, destroy him, because Yano loses nothing from ever losing. He also lost to Evil in the contest as well. Evil versus Shibata, I'd probably quite like that. That sounds good to me for certainly for just a one pay-per-view thing. Either of those makes sense. Other than that, Nakajima maybe, even though he's already beat Nakajima, but that was early on in the contest. Nakajima really grew into it, so. I would like to see Evil Shibata. That's what I want.
Evil Shibata.
Yeah,
that'd
please.
Be nice. That would be very nice. Yeah. Evil's looked good in this G1
He
as
is
well.
very good.
Yeah.
He is a ring general. He is amazing. Doesn't get the credit he deserves.
No, definitely. And we'll give a shout out to David Finlay as well. He has got up to massive positive comments from people at the moment for his showings during this whole G1 on the undercard. So massive props to David Finlay. Looks like he's started to belong now.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like we're going off with New Japan versus Pro Wrestling Noah as a storyline. So that's going to happen. We'll probably see more Noah guys coming over. And we understood on the finals day that there was some message going on about a bomb will be going off in November. Now, what that means, I have no idea. A lot of people have been speculating, thinking, is it the return of Minoru Suzuki? If it is, oh my days, that would be amazing. Because Minoru Suzuki's been doing his thing with Suzuki Gun in Pro Wrestling Noah, and that would be best for business. I believe in November the 3rd we have November the 5th we have Power Struggle. So that's
Power Struggle is usually pretty good as well.
Yeah, so we could see a return there in Osaka. So yeah, and then obviously we go for the World Tag League after that. So a lot of stuff to come, people. A lot of stuff to come. So what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna run through the other results on the finals day, and then we'll run through Death Before Dishonor, which was two cards that we had with joint with ROH, which obviously showed our New Japan brethrens. Right, so we had Tiger Mask and Yushin Thunder Liger defeating David Finlay and Ryu Taguchi. We had Jado and Gado tagging again for it's the first time in ages. beating Captain New Japan and Yoshitatsu. We also had Yoshihashi and Tomohiro Ishii defeating Honma and Makabe, GBH. Then we had the Noah versus New Japan match, where the Noah guys won. We also had the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Championships, and Mark Briscoe and Jay Briscoe defeated Hangman Adam Page and Yujiro Takahashi. Again, the tag needs a lot of work. Tag division.
They're in real bad shape.
We had a bold Jay Lethal facing off against Kojima for the ROH World Title, which again is a bit he does, which is again a bit weird because Lethal was playing a heel here, but he's playing a babyface in ROH, so again that was weird. When I saw Jay Lethal a couple months ago, obviously he had his cornrows maybe thinning a bit, so that's why he had the woo. But it looks good. It looks good. Then we had Bushi, Evil, Sanada, Naito, Los Ingobernadores, D. Ha. Pod, defeating Kushida, Juice Robinson, Tanahashi and Michael Elgin, Tangaroa, Tama Tonga, and Bad Luck Fale losing to Marufuji, Toriano, and Okada. And obviously we had the finals where Kenny Omega defeated Hirooki Goto. Then we had Death Before Dishonor 24, I believe. First Friday, we were in Sam Town. And let me just translate this to English. Sorry, guys. We had certain matches that involved New Japan guys. So we had the ROH TV titles #1 contenders match. Leo Rush, Donovan Juzak, Jay White, and obviously Kamatachi, who is obviously of New Japan fame, who is now in ROH on a training excursion, where Donovan Juzak won. Shibata faced up against Silas Young, which was again an interesting 9-minute match, but Shibata took that one down. We had Beretta, Romero, Roppongi Vice, Toriano defeating Tangaroa, Tamatonga, and Yujiro Takahashi. Hangman Page defeated Jay Briscoe. Anything goes match, which went 17 minutes. We had Okada defeating Dalton Castle. My boy Dalton, my boy, and the boy. So Okada won that match. We had Bobby Fish defeating Mark Briscoe in the ROH TV Championship match. Frankie Kazarian defeating Michael Elgin, Tanahashi, and Evil and Naito in a ROH 3-way title match. And then we had Adam Cole defeating Jay Lethal for the ROH World Title. Oh my God. Okay, and then on the next night, again, we had Dalton Castle defeating Coleman Caprice. What else did we have going on here? We had involving New Japan guys. We had Evil, Naito, Jay Lethal defeating Yujiro Takahashi, Hangman Adam Page, and Adam Cole. Then we had Bobby Fish defeating Katsuri Shibata for the ROH TV Championship. We had Tangaroa Tamatonga defeating Kenny King and Rhett Titus. We also had, who else did we have? We had Roppongi Vice and Okada being defeated by Kamatachi, Frankie Kazarian, and Christopher Daniels, which was surprising. Silas Young defeated Toru Yano. And then we got Tanahashi and Michael Elgin defeating Adam Cole and Hangman Adam Page. There we go, people. There we go.
There you have it.
There you have it. It is. Before we go, what was
your thoughts? Open the box?
Before we go, what was your thoughts on Rocky Romero being a commentator on the finals day?
Good. I thought Rocky was good. He's done commentary before, I think, hasn't he, for a few other shows. But yeah, I think Rocky's good. It's a good use of him. He's not on the show, so I'm happy with that. And also, I always like someone who's involved. Giving their own thoughts on what's happening. I like that.
Okay, cool. So now, drum roll. We have a box. Right, explain.
So, New Japan Eurostore did like a mystery box thing. I think it was £7 or something like that. So I've not opened it yet. The thing's a bit ripped because I just had to see if it was actually not something else. But I think it's the New Japan box. So I'll open it and see what I get. It looks like it's a T-shirt, but I don't have a clue what it is. Oh, there's some stuff in it. Oh, I got some stickers. Yeah, little New Japan
stickers.
Suplex apparel. What is it? I actually don't know what this is. You know.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See.
But I'm gonna get it out. Oh, it comes in like a little like a little food bag.
Like a food bag. Well, Seg heads and One Wrestling fans, we might be buying some of these every quarter, and we might be doing giveaways. So just stay tuned, people. So what did you get?
Yo, it's dope, man.
What did you get?
It's a Togi Makabe.
Oh.
Look at that! It's straight fire, man.
Nice. Oh, bang! Skull fire.
Yo, that is sick.
Is it in your size, homie? Is it in your size?
Oh, it is. You pick your size beforehand, so yeah.
Nice.
Oh, mate, I'm well
He's
happy.
happy. Look at the Cheshire Cat smile on this guy's face. Yes. Did you get anything else?
Just that. So that was like £7 for the T-shirt, and you get a little sticker with it. I don't know. No, that's it.
Nice.
That's what I got.
Well, we're going to be doing some surprise openings, more surprise openings. My turn will be soon. I will be copying one of those. And then after that, we may be doing some giveaways. So please stay tuned, New Japan fans. Right. That's the end of the show. That's the end of the show. We are happy to be back. We'll be back next week because, guys, do you know what was up today? It was the Super J Cup Finals today. So we will be reviewing that next week. Me and the No Shady Tom Brady. So please don't you miss it, guys. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and like. We need to hear from you because we love you guys. You.
You're
So
always in our hearts.
We need to hear from you guys, okay? Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Just let us know. No Shady Tom Brady, the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa, can find us at Sunday Segue, that's SEGUE, at Kinny Killa, that's KILLA.
At TBrady94_. Check us out on Twitter. Check out the Big Slam Nation. Check out the Sunday Segue podcast. And just leave comments, leave likes, do whatever you please. We're happy to have it all.
That's right, guys. Check out episode 175 of the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, talking about our SummerSlam predictions and also giving a review of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn numero 2, which had an interesting main event with Samoa Joe and our guy Shinsuke Nakamura. So make sure you check that out, guys. And if you don't like that, you can choke on that, slap nuts. Woo! But you want wrestling fans don't. So without further ado, guys, we're just gonna bring the unity and say 1, 2, 3. Hey, we want some praise. Hey, we want some praise. There you go. That's right. We're just bringing all of our customers.